Hits by the pound.
Yeah, this is how we do it in the Central Colors, man. We got 40 ounces, Old English, rag tops, 6'4" Impalas, and bikini girls, man. This is how we do it on the West Coast. San Diego, San Francisco, Los Angeles. But don't forget about the Central Cali, man. Please don't forget about the Central Cali. Yeah, get 'em.
It's another sunny day in the state of California. Low rider palm trees and G's that put it on ya. This ain't a negative, we speaking ebonics. Rank talk, candy paint on D's with hydraulics. Baseball hat with the sticker on the brim. Don't let the shine blind your sight, cause things can get grim. But I'm not here to talk about banana clips and guns. We're going back to Cali and we're gonna have some fun. A West Coast domination.
And welcome back to 2K17 Podcast. I am your host, Fred Segura, out here in Monterey County, also known to the world as the Salad Bowl, also known as the Salinas Valley. To the people in LA, we are north. To the people in San Francisco, we are south. Right smack in the middle, best of both worlds. Don't forget about the Central Cali. Anyway, folks, today we are going to talk about riding till the wheels fall off, right? It's a commitment for life, right? Or until that commitment's fulfilled, that you're going to ride with somebody for whatever amount of time it is, or whatever it is, right? Whatever your situation is, right? But we can look at it and say, well, it's a commitment, okay? It's a promise, okay? And it can be all of the above, but it also involves loyalty, right? And that's a big thing. See, all these things committed, loyalty, and you know, whatever the situation is, it involves all of the above. And I will say this, not everybody has it. You know? So therefore, this is what happens, this is what separates leaders and followers, right? A leader will stand back and think about a situation before they go into making a decision. And followers will be like, why do you take so long to think about it? You know, why don't you come on, let's just get this done, you know? And It's like, but a leader will take his time and be like, take his or her time and be like, well, wait a minute, I don't know about this, you know? I need to think about this because it's easier said than done. And that's one thing that's appreciated sometimes within people, you know, that we run across in this world. You know, we can look like, oh, they like to overthink stuff or whatever. You know what, man? It's just a lot smarter to think about something than to just jump into it because somebody perhaps convinced you that it was a good idea. Then you look back and say, man, maybe it wasn't a good idea. What am I doing? And you learn to live with that regret or whatever situation, or you're kicking yourself in the tail for a mistake you made that maybe had much easier resolution. Especially if somebody's trying to work something in your favor, or work things out in a certain way to make things happen, whatever the situation is. I believe that there's always an easier solution than to go into it with any kind of malice, you know. But be it the venom that comes into it, be it the hate and the animosity and the anger that comes into things that will cause you to take a different route, only for you to come back around and you end up hitting a brick wall in a sense. Because it's anything, and I will repeat this again, and I keep saying this, anything with anger and malice and bad intentions will never work out in your favor. Never work out in your favor. You know, some people like to put it this way: no weapons formed against me shall prosper. Okay, we can do that, you know. But it's the same difference. Anything with the malice, anything with any kind of anger, and or greed or whatever is not going to turn out well. It's not going to end well at all. I'm a firm believer in that, you know, and it's taken me a long time to kind of embrace that, you know, because I'm the type of person that I wouldn't say I just jump into something without thinking about it. Of course, you know, I like to. I'm not going to say I call myself a leader, but I mean that's really what it is. You're going to think things over before you just make a decision, you know, and jump into something that you know. It's like somebody says, hey, you know that pool is got nice warm water, and you just jump in, and guess what? It's freezing cold. There's a lot of gullible people in the world. There's a lot of followers in the world, and followers will pay the price. You know, the key thing here is, will they learn that lesson? And I oftentimes no, they won't, because following people are the type of people who idolize. See, you don't have a friendship. You idolize and worship the ground. Some of these people that call themselves your friends, or maybe your relatives, you worship the ground they walk on. They speak for you. You don't speak for yourself. You follow their lead. And their lead is not always to a good place. So when the you know, when it all hits the fan, they can tap out and say, hey, I you know, whatever. And now you're left out in the cold. You burned bridges, and now this person you follow left you out in the cold, left you hanging. Things like that have happened. I've seen it happen time and time again. I don't care who it is, how close somebody is to you. Some of these people that you know, and I'm guilty of it, some of these people I've welcomed in my home are just terrible people. Seeking a benefit off of stuff. And using people. They're users. They're just takers and take and take and take. And then when they take everything they can from you, they can't just leave. They want to destroy you. You know? And a lot of us are guilty of that, and lesson be learned. You know? You can't have a heart for somebody who did you that bad. There's no coming back from that. And I'm not saying you hold grudges or resentment or any kind of resentment for it. Or any kind of, not resentment, that's not the word I'm looking for, any kind of grudge for it, you know? You don't hold a grudge towards it. You let them go about their way and wish them the best. But there is no return policy. Ever. I just think it's sad that some people have to find themselves in a between a rock and a hard place, or find themselves in a bad situation for them to realize, what did I just do? But it's what they've been doing their whole life. Following. Listening to the people they worship. And turning their back on the people who truly want to help them out. It may or may not make sense to some of you. But I dare say that's happened more than once. Not to me, but I've seen it happen more than once in my lifetime. Don't worship anybody else for whatever it is. You can admire somebody. You can be proud of what they do. But once you start worshiping, it just becomes a sickening thing. You know, because you're not even being yourself no more. It's like, hey, well, you know what? I don't like, so and so. Well, I don't either. And I think this, and then the trash talk starts. You know, the trash talk starts. You're following. Some of these people show up to your place or befriend you to destroy you. To destroy you, destroy your family, destroy whatever's in front of them. Because guess what? When it all hits the fan, these people are nowhere to be found. They're not coming to you and saying, hey, check it out. Look, I'm going to help you out. They'll help out to a certain extent. But they won't open the doors. And if they do open the doors, trust and believe, you're there for a limited time. You are like the McRib. You're only there for a limited time only. You know, I mean, these people are not out to see you win. On the contrary, they can be envious because they see, even though it may not appear to be that you have more than others or more than them, it may not appear that way, but you actually do. It's just too bad you didn't see it when it was right in front of you. Because you allowed these people to convince you otherwise, and you followed them to nowhere. I hope some of you take this and put some thought behind it. I can't pinpoint it, guys, because we all go through different experiences. But taking into consideration to stand up for yourself and start to look at things of who's really your friend and who really wants to see you win. I don't care if they're family or their friends or whatever it is. Some people are just out to destroy you. And the only way they succeed is if you allow them to. With that, this is Two-Face Entertainment Podcast. I am your host, Fred Segura, signing out.
Haters shake the fist, suckers pitching me rolling. Why you so mad? Why you so serious? You in my rear view like the slow and delirious. Keep on mashing, getting plenty action. The home of the G's and pimps, I love it with a passion. Throw it up, it's California, where the sun lays to rest like every day. The home of the color rag, swap meets and bangers. Chuck Taylor's Lolos and them real dope slangers. This is reality, it's where I stay. Along the Pacific in the state of CA. Golden State, from Frisco to Compton and back to Central Cali where the party keeps rocking. It's a California state of mind, and you can't be mad, that's just how we ride. Golden State.
But it's really for me. I'm not saying that I'm greedy, but hip-hop is needy, so what the hell do you expect from me? It's the passion, I finally understand it. I'm hiding in the trees like a male praying mantis, searching for my prey. God, please come and bless me, help relieve my stress so I don't worry about death. Never said I was leaving, but dreaming on like Steven. Fallen angel, I'm Zeppelin, not ready for heaven. So please tell me, is there another way? So I can look up in the sky and say thank you for these better days.
1, 2, Vegas coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your doors. 5, 6, hip hop with a twist. 7, 8, please don't hate. 1, 2, Vegas.